Another game where, honest to goodness, I'm almost falling asleep watching it. Leafs lose 4-3 in the overtime frame to the Seattle Kraken at Scotiabank Arena tonight. And Seattle fans, hey, you got another one up on Toronto Sports. There you go. What else is new? Toronto losing. Anyways, I didn't think the Leafs played a horrific hockey game, but it just seems that something's off. I don't know if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, but it seems like connectivity is just not there yet, right? They're not connecting their passes very well. We've talked about it in years past, how they're not a great passing team. That was on display today. I watched one series of events where you get the puck in your own end. They turned it over 3 times before they got the puck actually out of the zone. It luckily didn't end up in the back of the net, but it took forever to get out of the zone. They're not connecting passes very well. You're also getting some tough luck as well. Dakota Joshua there in regulation. Great power move to the net. Just banks it off the post and it goes right across the crease and kind of just up into the pads of Joey Decord. That would have been your game winner, which, I mean, they would have taken the lead. Let's put it that way. Because then they would have pulled the empty net and who knows what happens after that. But bottom line, you get a point, I guess. You lose 4-3 in OT. You're 3-2-1. In a year where I expected them to have maybe a little bit of a slow start because of all the new faces and losing Mitch Marner and all that stuff. But facing the teams that you have faced and going 3-2-1, I don't know. I'm not too thrilled with it. But again, it's an 82-game season. I'm not going to overreact. But then how many times have we done this in the years past where they have a slow start and we're all like, are they actually bad? And then they turn it on, and then you're like, oh, right, of course. Now, there's no Mitch Marner, so that could be a differentiating factor. But the one thing that does worry me, the fact that there is nobody behind Anthony Stolarz is worrisome. I trust him in the net with anything, absolutely. But before you had Joe Woll to, hey, he's played 2 and 3 nights, give Woll the next start. All right, do you trust Caden Primo in the net? Like, bottom line, the Leafs don't play till Tuesday. Do you trust Caden Primo to go up against the Devils? Probably not. So you're going back to Stolarz. And a guy who has had injuries his entire career, and we saw it last season. How often can you go to this? Because at a point, he's going to get hurt. I hate to say it. Touch wood, it doesn't happen. But the odds are, the more he plays for a guy who's injury prone, the odds are he might get a little hurt. And if your guys are Dennis Hildeby and Caden Primo, oh boy. We've had no update on Joe Woll. We have no clue what's happening. So it's worrisome. Now, I said off the top of the video that I didn't think the Leafs played a bad game per se. But there's one dude that I looked at today, and I'm like, my God. You had an awful game, and that's Brendan Carlo. I mean, this dude he's a big man, right? We got so excited at the deadline because we thought, man, dude is, 6'5", 227, right shot D. We're like, oh, this guy's great. He'll protect the net and everything. The only thing he's protecting is himself. Hate to say it like that. But Jaden Schwartz is in front of the net, in the crease, and Carlo proceeds to just push him right into Anthony Stolarz on the preceding goal by, was that Vince Dunn's goal? I think it was. Was that the Vince Dunn? Yeah, it must have been the Vince Dunn goal to give him a 3-2 lead. Stolarz can't make that save. Obviously, he got a body on him. But it's not goalie interference because Carlo put him on top of him. And then, not long after that, Mason Marchment goes flying into Anthony Stolarz. Carlo's right beside him. He's just standing there. The only time he reacts is when Stolarz snaps, gets up, pushes the net over, and then Carlo's like, I guess I'm going to grab this guy and tussle him a little bit. Like how, we also saw in this game as well, though, in the first period, I believe it was their Shane Wright power play marker, where the only reason they were on the power play is because Nick Robertson got buried into the boards. And who was it? Was it Steven Lorentz? I can't remember. Who actually got that penalty? Let me see if I can check that. It was in the first period. Oh, boy. I got a long way to go here. Maybe I'm not going to be able to find this. I want to say it was... there it is. No. Who cares? I'm going to guess it was Steven Lorentz. Actually, who had the penalties tonight? That might be easier for me to look at. Pims. Nick Watt, he didn't do it. McMahon? Must have been Bobby McMahon. McMahon gets a penalty, because he jumped in after him. And I don't blame him. Didn't feed him punches or anything, but he gets a penalty for roughing. And I'm like, man, like, you're not allowed to protect your players anymore, but we keep talking about, hey, protect your players. So what are you supposed to do? But anyways, let's break down this game a little bit, all right? Shane Wright gets the power play marker. And then Morgan Rielly comes down to the 2-on-1 with Austin Matthews, and he just rips this thing short side cheese. Nasty shot by Mo. Ties the game. Matthews and Nyes grab assists on the goal at 14:56 of the first period. The Shane Wright goal is at 7:29. Shots were 9-8 Leafs in the first. You go to the second period. Nyman scores 14-19 into the second period. But then a couple minutes after that, John Tavares, I mean, this looked like a harmless play. Just comes down the left side, rips this thing short side, barring in. Nasty goal for Johnny Toronto, his second of the year. This is by Willie Nylander at 16:01. Then a minute 40 after that, just over that. Vince Dunn scores the goal with Brandon Carlo pushing James Schwartz right into the goaltender. So there you go. They get the lead 3-2 after 2 periods of play. Shots are 9 apiece. And you go into the third period, and it only takes a $1.21 in. Leafs get a power play, and we're like, okay, please, for the love of God. Nylander gets to the front of the net, rips it, great shot. Tavares follows it up, bangs in the rebound. We're tied at 3. Awesome. We talked about it earlier in the video. Dakota Joshua has the great opportunity off the post. You really wanted that marker there. Shots were 11-7 Leafs in the third period. They had a chance right at the end of regulation, too. Couldn't bury it. And it goes to overtime. And this is the thing that pisses me off. I talked about it in the last video, right, guys? How, well, they scored only a minute in, but they had possession for like the first minute. And the Leafs just counted on their one opportunity. Well, in this overtime, the Leafs had the puck most of the time. Guess what? You get outshot 4-0 and you lose. And I thought, honestly, on the Leafs offensive zone chance before the goal, as a Hail Mary pass. I didn't like that. Matthews to Nylander right across the ice, going towards the back post. Is like in the air, about like belt high. And I'm like, it's 3-on-3 overtime. Get in the zone, circle back, set up and go. But it's a Hail Mary pass. Misses it. Comes down the other way. Josh Mahura scores. OT winner. Game, set, match. You get outshot, or you outshoot them 29-28 for the game, even though you got outshot 4-0 in OT. And you lose. 3-2-1 on the season. Stats-wise, you dominated the faceoff dot, almost 62%. Special teams, we were 1 for 4. They were 1 for 2. I mean, Stolarz, look, the numbers don't look good. 4 on 28 shots. I thought he was fine. But again, regardless of being fine, an .857 save percentage is not good enough. John Tavares, 2 goals and a +1. Morgan Rielly, a goal, but a -1. Nylander, 2 assists and a +1, excuse me. Nyes had an assist and a +1, and Austin Matthews had an assist as well. But I got a question for you guys. What is Matias Maccelli doing? Like, what's his role? Other than to make some pretty cool passes here and there. Because other than that, he's small, gets knocked around all over the place. It's really all I see from Maccelli. I'm looking down the list. I like Nick Waugh. I love what I'm seeing from him. Steven Lorentz gets in, and I thought he's running around out there. Love that. Easton Cowan, clearly they're not really liking the game too much. Only played 12:48 today. Dakota Joshua, I thought, had a really good game today. Had 7 hits as well. Like what I saw there. That third line, though, was just pathetic. I'm sorry. You know, Bobby McMahon, Nick Robertson, Max Domi, all -2s in this game. Really did nothing. Nick Robertson, look, I know they're so shit scared to lose the guy and have him score 50 goals or whatever. But he doesn't fit here. Small guy, gets knocked around, gets the puck, he just kind of flips it around. If it's not in the shooting spot for him, he doesn't know what to do with it looks like. I don't know. That's all I got to say about that. All right, on to the next one for the boys in blue and white. They welcome in the New Jersey Devils to Scotiabank Arena on Tuesday night. It's a 7 o'clock puck drop there. Look, you got a good team coming in. A team who's been playing some very good hockey. I believe they've won 4 in a row. After starting the season 0-1, they've won 4 consecutive hockey games. Like I mentioned, they beat the Oilers. They beat the Panthers. They beat the Lightning. And they beat the Columbus Blue Jackets, which it is what it is. And they lost in the Hurricanes to start the season 6-3. And the Hurricanes haven't lost yet. So the Devils have been playing some really good hockey. What are the Leafs going to do on Tuesday? We'll see. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and not really the game, to be honest with you, smack that like button. Do appreciate it. The subscribe button. You guys know that's already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. What you like, what you not like from today's game for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys Raptors edition, probably Tuesday as well. I'll be doing a season preview for them before they start their tip-off. I think it's 7:30 on Wednesday against the Hawks. For the Blue Jays, 8:03. Is it another 8:03? 8:03. Start tomorrow night. Do or die. That's all I got to say. I think it's Trey Savage and Logan Gilbert. That's the matchup tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. And for the Toronto Maple Leafs, back in action Tuesday as they host the New Jersey Devils at Scotiabank Arena. 7 o'clock puck drop there. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and not the game today. We'll talk to you guys then.